All right, everybody, it is time for the starting five, my 5 favorite plays on DraftKings for Friday, November 21st at point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, and center. And we're going to build it all out in the single lineup simulator at Stokastic.com. And then we're going to find different 3v3 combinations that we can put around these guys. I like the start that we have so far. So hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live, and then follow me on Twitter. That would be at Josh Engleman. We're going to start off at point guard, and it's Emmanuel Quickley. I don't typically get to a lot of Toronto, but when you get to play the Wizards, that changes things quite a bit. Whether I had Quickley or Barrett or Ingram, I'd be happy to go, or Barnes, I'd be happy to go any direction here. Jakob Poeltl actually really popular today. I ended up going with Quickley because it's just what fit this lineup, but I can move that around. 2 guys from Miami in the highest total game of the day in Jaime Jaquez and Pelle Larsson. Jaquez at 7K, Larsson at 4,100. No Andrew Wiggins for this game. No Nikola Jovic. There's a lot of minutes to go around, and I think these guys are going to play a little bit more than they typically do. And I think Jaime Jaquez is going to start today in place of Andrew Wiggins. Evan Mobley in at the power forward spot, 7,900. Q-tag Darius Garland, Q-tag Jarrett Allen. If Allen happens to be out, I like this spot even more for Mobley, but I just like it in general in a matchup against the Pacers. Speaking of the Pacers, Isaiah Jackson is here at center, 4,200, 10% owned. Do I love him in this spot? No, but there's not a lot of starting centers that can just play 30 minutes sometimes, and he's 4,200, and if he does that, you're going to wish that you had him because he'll fill up the stat sheet. More likely, he plays like 22 minutes and can still be a perfectly reasonable value, but you're trying to get there on the days where he has those disproportionate minutes. That leaves us $20,100 left to spend. So we need to find out who are the optimal 3 plays around these guys. That ends up being Norm Powell. So we end up with 3 Miami Heat guys. I don't hate it, but I'd like to have a bull. Derek Queen, who looks fantastic and is one of the highest owned guys on the slate. And then Alexander Sarr, interesting enough, 7,100, 17% owned, which I like, but he's questionable today. And if he ends up out, then Tristan Vukcevic will just become the most popular play of the day. But we don't have that yet. So 269.5 projection, 206 ownership. We're going to click run lineup simulation and find out how good does this first lineup look. And then from there, we'll figure out the rest. 56% sim ROI, 0.2% chance to win, and a 40% cash rate. That's an excellent start. We're going to back out of this lineup. We're going to copy it. We're going to clear it. And then we're going to find a new 3v3. I'm going to set up 15% randomness. And let's see what we get. And right away, we're different. Keyshawn George is in. Michael Porter Jr. is in. Jakob Poeltl is in. So that ends up getting us to 2 Toronto guys. Compared to the first lineup, we are down 5 points. We are down 6 ownership points. This will probably be a little tiny bit worse, but still in the green. Completely reasonable lineup, just not going to be, yeah, perfect. 14% sim ROI, 0.1% chance to win, 33% cash rate. That's what we're dealing with. Let's run it back. Okay, Norm Powell back again. Zaire Williams in. Only 4% owned. That's an interesting piece. He's been playing a lot more lately. And then we get to Scotty Barnes, 261.8 projection, 172 ownership. That ends up, we're down about 8 fantasy points, but we have shaved like 30 plus from an ownership perspective. Let's see how we are. Yeah, I figured we were giving up a little bit too much in the point realm here. Just 8% sim ROI, 0.1% chance to win. Let's run it back. All right, now that's a different build. This will be the final one before I try to do it on my own. Donovan Mitchell in. DeAndre Hunter in. Max Christie in. 260 projection, 148 ownership. Now that is very low because we're still down 9 fantasy points, but we've given up, or we've saved now, 58 ownership points. That just might be enough of a drop to improve over the previous lineup that we had. But let's see it here. Yeah, 22.8. I'm not surprised. We're getting warmer with this construction right here. 27.5% cash rate. It's time for me to get my hands dirty. Let's see if I can build out something better. This is what I was able to cook up here to close it out. A little bit less than our first lineup, but I like the construction for one particular reason. 44% sim ROI, 0.2% chance to win, 31% cash rate. All looks good. We pay down for Jalen Tyson. He's questionable. We don't know if he's going to play, but I'm interested. 3,600 for Cam Whitmore. It's a pay down. He's unowned. He has been playing more. And he might have to play a little bit more today, given the fact that they'll probably get hammered by Toronto. But those two paydown options unlock a $13,200 Nikola Jokic at 3.5% owned in an NBA Cup game. What if he just goes out there and does crazy things? I know Houston's a tough matchup, but this is a competitive one. What if he plays more than you expect? If he pays off that salary today, you're going to feel pretty good about it, and no one is there. So if you're trying to get to someone like Nikola Jokic, this is a way to do it. It's not a bad way to do it. And if you want to try to build these lineups out like this, click the link in the description and sign up at Stokastic. Get the tools for free. Free! As long as you sign up through one of our partners and follow the instructions on the screen, you won't pay us for that first month. And if you do that deal more than once, you won't pay us for those months either. It's that good. So good luck tonight, everybody, and enjoy your weekend.